Hello, how we doing? Right then, a few minutes late, apologise. I need to do a couple of things with the wrenches now. You may have come in and seen that no one's got one. I've only kept a few, just the moderating ones. I've got rid of all wrenches. I've had to because we've yet again discovered a rungun in our midst. So I've got to start them again. So I will be giving them back throughout the show. So please, if you're going to come in and go, where's my wrench? Okay, no one's got. I've just pressed the gone button. There's one button to do the lot. It's so much quicker than having to do it individually. So please don't be offended. I'm going to be giving them back to some regulars. But, you know, when you've got a rungun and you missed, unfortunately, I can't be having any people with wrenches who are actually trying to hurt me. So Jane is here. Jane should have her mod. If you're a managing moderator, you will have one. So Jane is here. Hello, my love. Gemma should have one as well. Let me just see. And then I'll be giving them back periodically to you guys. Right then, I'm just going to share this out on my other channel, see if anybody else wants to come in. You will see the super chat buttons back. We are now monetized on this channel, so if anybody wants to support this channel, you can. All of it I still send to the animals, so if anyone does donate, once the StreamYard's paid for, which is what we used to do this, we then put it all to the animals. So it's the same as the other channel. So I'm just letting you know now. I'm just going to post this now. So I've put this on my other channel. So please, hopefully they'll see this and they'll come over. Please hit the like or the dislike if you don't like the content. It helps me out. And we're going to have a look around the world of some weird, interesting, bizarre, curious news. Right then, everybody, let's get going, shall we? First story. So there's so much weirdness going on. Like literally, the normal news. The normal news is like the curious news now. That's how ridiculous the world's gone. I love how Space Cat always changes her avatar for this channel. I think that's amazing. Again, welcome everyone. Cynthia Cliff is here. We got Tony G. Gosh, there's lots of people. Rebecca, hello, my love. Shona, I'm making you a managing moderator on this channel. Gemma's one. We've got Elaine, Teresa. God, there's so many people. Oh my God, David Wellings is just. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. My first super chat. Ah, that is so kind. We just get this up on here. That is so kind. You have no idea how that is just so kind. That's actually nearly covered my StreamYard. Oh no, Jem, did you stream today? I'm so sorry that I've not been on YouTube. Oh, darling, and I missed it. Do you know what? They won't come on. What have you noticed? How when I'm there, Jem, they don't come in. Wow, I'm so sorry, darling. I swear to God. They never do it when I'm there. Because I'm literally, you know what? Me and Jane together are like, we're very quick on the draw, put it that way, as moderators. Okay, we're going to get onto the first weird news story. Now, for those of you that have not seen this channel before, if you've come over from my other one, Welcome in. Now, this is the curious news. So we have the normal news. Again, thank you so much to David Wellings. That's so kind. If you've seen the curious news, you've seen my other news. This is the curious news. So it's like the other news show, but this is all going to be weird stuff, you know, like different and just bizarre. So I just want to say hello there. Hello, Thomas. How you doing, my friend? Welcome in. We've got Katie, Terry Knowles, Vicar. There's so many people. I literally can't say hello to every single person, but I just want to say welcome in, everybody. I am giving back some wrenches to regulars only who come in all the time. If you don't come in all the time, it's just pointless, isn't it? It doesn't mean you can't have one. It doesn't mean that I don't love you. It just means that you don't need one. Right then, again, a massive thank you to David Wellings. Thank you so much. Right then, let's get going. Hello, Carlos. Hello, Andrea. Gosh, there's so many people. Big up, Bazza. So many people here. Oh, Jem. Oh my God, Gemma, thank you so much. Penny o'clock news. Yes, the curious version. Oh, thank you so much, Jem and David Wellings. That is so kind. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Right. So the first weird story is this is just bizarre. Now we've all seen, right? We've all watched well, most of us have watched War of the Worlds, right? Thank you, Rebecca, love. There's a strange back on the scene. There's a stranger back on the scene. What? Who? Is there? Oh. Hello, Chuck. How you doing? Druss. What do you mean? I'm lost. Space Cat. Oh, you guys are so kind. Honestly. Hopefully be back on the other channel soon. I had to resub to you over 6 times in the last 6 months. Wow. Is this on this one? I apologize about that. That's just bad. I'm so sorry. Yes, so we've all seen War of the Worlds. Now, if you remember the end of War of the Worlds, what killed the baddie aliens was in the end, it was our germs, wasn't it? It was our viruses and our bacteria because, well, I think it was the viruses because they're not used to them, which is a fair point. Yeah, they're not used to them. Hello, Candice. You know, so that's a fair point. So boffins now have apparently decided to unleash our germs into space. Hello, Mandela, Saskia. Hello, Gail. Love Katie, Unity, Wanderer. Hello. They've decided to do this. They're going to get this in early. Now, boffins believe that if aliens ever came to Earth, they could be wiped out by human germs. They've been watching too much movie, and that they can carry into outer space, spreading among the species and making them extinct. Isn't it insane, right? It's like, the thing is, what if aliens are goodies and we're going to go around killing them? Oh, thank you, Heidi, Space Cat, Gemma, and David Wellings. Thank you. Oh my God, Mary. Oh, darling, this is just too kind. Oh, guys, if you're watching on the replay, this is people being extremely kind. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, thank you. So we've got the Wanderer here as well. How you doing, my friend? Just a massive thank you. You guys have no idea how just overwhelmed I am by this. So yeah, going back to the story, humans could end up wiping out aliens. They say that space tourism and colonizing planets without extensive research on how our bacteria could affect extraterrestrials may lead us to making little green men extinct before we can get the chance to interact with them. Astrophysicist Erika Nesvold. Oh, Vicky. Oh, God. Oh, thank you. She says that who recently released the book Off Earth: Ethical Questions and Quandaries for Living in Outer Space. No sterilization procedure is able to completely eradicate all chance. Bevla, thank you so much. I'm just blown away. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. No sterilization procedure is able to completely eradicate all chance of contamination. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. And it says private space companies hoping to profit off space tourism and mining are motivated by their obligations to their shareholders, not by future astrobiological research. So it'll be tempting for them to cut corners on expensive or slow procedures like sterilizing equipment or documenting organic payloads. So literally, we've now got corporate fascism in space. Who cares about the little green men? We're more concerned about getting people into space. I don't know about you guys, but would you guys ever go into space? Like, give me a 1 if you'd be very happy to be a space traveler. Oh, thank you, Bev, love. Let me know. Give me a 1 if you would be happy to be a space tourist. Give me a 2 if you wouldn't, and 3 if you don't know. I wouldn't. I'm going to say 2. Hello, Smiley. Hello, everyone coming in. I've missed a few of you. I apologise. I personally would say no. But let me know. Give me a. We got lots and lots of 2s, 3s, 69s going on. Elaine, hello, my love. What else have we got? We've got. Hello, Millie, my love. Hello, Pat. We've Jenna. Hello, sweetheart. Lily Bell's here, Dino. Pizza Demon, good to see you. He says, good evening. I'd say there's more 2s than 1s. If you watch on the replay, hit the little timestamp in the comment section, in the comment box. So and just give me a number. So I would say that there are more of us that wouldn't go than would. We can all agree with that, yeah? Teresa, no. Who said yeah? Hello, Jane. Jane F. Hello, beautiful Jane. Lots of Janes. Mad Matt's here. Hello, my friend. I deranged everybody, so I'm slowly giving them back, but I can't keep up with chat. So the problem will worsen as human move towards permanent habitation. The thing is, right, like, I don't know, but I know a lot of you don't believe in space. I personally don't know what's up there. I don't believe what NASA tell us. Do I believe that? Oh, Gail, thank you guys, thank you. Do I believe what they tell us is true? I don't know. Okay, they say that there are little. Hello, Pincho. It's come back now. Okay, just chill. I'm doing my best, guys. I'm trying to do multitask, chat, mods, everything all at the same time. So I'm doing my best. Yeah. So the thing is, right? They say, don't they, that planets are real, but they're like little lights. So, if you ever look through a telescope, people say, well, they must be real because I can see them through my telescope. What you're seeing is a little light. We have no evidence that these are actually solid, do we? I don't believe in the moon landings. Just I personally don't know what's up there. I know a lot of people think that they know, but I genuinely don't believe what NASA tell us. Hello, Rowan. So good to see you over here, my friend. Personally, I don't think there are planets that are solid. I just don't know what they are. Oh, thank you, Jane. Thank you. I've seen UFOs many times. Thomas, have you changed your name? You used to come in here before. I don't believe in. Yeah, what we're going to do a show on the moon landings. I think that needs to happen. There's a few shows I've got lined up on here, a few podcasts where we're going to go through different subjects. So what I'll do, I'll put another poll up and let me know what you want the next one to be, and I'll give you some options. So yeah, apparently that's what we've been doing as a human race. Did we vote on this? Because I don't remember voting on this. Do we want to send germs into space and potentially kill other lives? I don't think so. Hello, Cosmic Wartoad. Right, I'm just seeing what people are saying in chat. Flat Earth pen. Yeah, the thing is, a lot of people who believe in flat Earth genuinely believe that there is a dome and there's water. Now, there probably is. There could well be, but at the end of the day, on the other hand, does anyone know who's seen it? Until I've seen it and touched it, or someone that I know and trust has seen it and touched it, I don't believe anything. I would say we should be questioning everything. So just to finish off on this story, I didn't quite finish it here. It also shows, I'm just going to make this bigger so you can see it properly. That's it. I'm just going to take the comments down a moment. Oh, Smiley. Thank you. So kind. Thank you. So it says here that Juice, it's called Juice, is set to blast off on its 400 million mile journey to Jupiter aboard an Ariane 5 rocket from Europe's spaceport in Kourou on the April the 13th. So that'll be next year. The spacecraft is going to be packed with 10 high-tech devices aiming at rooting out extraterrestrial life. So they are definitely convinced that it's out there, and they're now going to try and kill everything off with our germs. I really think this is a really stupid idea. We don't know what we're doing, and as humans and billionaires who are running the planet, can we really trust them? Really, I don't think we can. So we'll see what. Yeah, exactly. Mary D makes a very, very good point. There is that. Where's the money coming from? You got to ask these questions. Where is the money coming from? We seem to be able to find money for the most ridiculous things, but then when it comes to important things, we don't seem to have the money. So I agree with that. I really do. We're going to be having a look as well. I've got some stories lined up for us, but I'm also going to see what the latest is on the CERN, because there was some news that was coming out of CERN recently, and they found some new. It's not a new particle, but it's a new way of doing it. It's really confusing. CERN news blows me up. It's about how antimatter falls down and not up. So they found something at CERN. So let's just get this up. Now, we are going to be doing a CERN special. Now, I do these periodically, about every year or two. Hello, Bridget, my love. I think a lot of people don't even realise what CERN is. Most of you will actually, but let's just ask the question. Let's just ask a genuine question. Give me a 1 if you know about CERN. Give me a 2 if you don't know about CERN. I don't think we need a 3. Hello, Frankie. Hello, Bridget, love. I don't think we need a 3 because 3, you either do or you don't you? There's not really a don't know. Just out of interest, just give me a 1 if you've heard of CERN. Give me a 2 if you haven't, just to give me an idea. So, right, okay, I'm looking at the chat. We've got lots. Hello, Rose. Hello, Mando. We've got lots and lots of 1s, but we do have some 2s. You want to see the grand opening? Yes, and that's what we'll cover if we do another show, Shona. I haven't done one for quite a while, so we will be doing that. So when we do a CERN show, we'll be covering the opening ritual, the dancing rituals, and all of it. Elaine hasn't, Thomas has, Ted has. Hello, Ted. Beverly and Smiley haven't. Lady has, Ladybird has, Amanda hasn't, Candice has. There's a mixture. There's a mixture. Gemma hasn't. Heidi, Jane. The other Jane, Jane 1, Jane 2. Jane, my what was it? My pimp says 1. So it's a big mixture, and there are still a lot of people that haven't actually heard of it. So I think it'll be good. It is actually David G. It goes under. It's actually it's under Switzerland and Geneva, but it actually spreads into France. And it is big. And if you don't know what CERN is, it is a huge, like miles and miles long tunnels that go under Geneva. And it is a world funded project. And what they're doing is they are smashing atoms, particles together. And they're trying to recreate the Big Bang. Right? They're trying to recreate the Big Bang. Now, they could end up making a black hole, which they admit they could end up doing. and they don't really care. And then last year, they actually they turned it off for 4 years, and they turned it back on again with a new way of doing it. But I just want to quickly, we're not going to do a full CERN show because there's just, it's a very, very deep subject, and it's not something I can cover in a news show, but I can just give you an idea of what's going on. So let me just get something up here. Just give me a moment so I can give you an idea of how big this thing is. And apparently there are other CERNs. There's one in America, I'm told, but it's secret. So I don't know how true it is. But when they built the last one, they called it Alice. Now, if you imagine Alice in the Looking Glass, Alice in Wonderland, they're not stupid. They know what they're doing. They very much know what they're doing. So, and this place is top secret, and I mean, like, you don't just get to just walk in there. So we're gonna cover that. Okay, we'll do a separate show. We'll do a CERN show. But for now, we're just going to see what they found out. Now, they did actually find, I think it was back in 2014, but I'm not 100% sure on the year. They found the God particle. It might be 2012. They reckon they've got the God particle, the original particle that make life. And they're messing around with stuff. Now, if anyone's ever watched Stranger Things, right? If you've ever watched season 3, I am a Rebecca, and I'm praying. Oh, that's good, Katie. Thank you. I'm praying that Poncho, have you had your what's-its yet? Your what's-its, your Higgs Bison. Thank you, David Wellings. What's it called? Your schedule for work. We're hoping that Pincho is good. Ted, are you still up for this? I'm fuming about the tree. Yeah. Hello, Carl. How you doing? It's crazy, isn't it, my friend? I love Stranger Things. If you watch Stranger Things season 3, the opening, you can see they are literally showing us about this collider and what it does, and it opens up the upside down. So anyway, the latest at CERN is that antimatter falls down, not up. So CERN experiment has confirmed the theory. Now, no one really knows what they're doing at CERN. They tell us that they're looking for particles and they're looking at how life started. But you've got to wonder why you have the god of chaos and war, Shiva, who is an androgynous god, stood outside the place. Yeah, really. So, you know, that we're going to cover that on a CERN show. If you guys want a CERN show, I'll put it out to a vote on my community tab, because there's still people that don't know what it is. And then there's stuff happening all the time with it. Like now we've got a new update. It says that physicists have shown that, like everything else, experiencing gravity, which I think is just, we've got no proof that gravity exists. Antimatter falls downwards when dropped. This outcome is not surprising. A difference in the gravitational behavior of matter, antimatter, would have huge implications for physics. So it gets really, really confusing. But basically, it's saying that in the topsy-turvy world of antimatter, atomic nuclei are made up of negatively charged antiprotons orbited by positively charged anti-electrons. See, CERN talk is very, very confusing, but they're trying to find how life started, how the Big Bang started. It just goes on about similar experiments will aim to test whether gravity acts with the same strength on antimatter as it does matter. Any tiny discrepancies could help solve one of the biggest problems in physics, how the universe came to be made almost exclusively of matter, even though equal amounts of matter and antimatter should have arisen from the Big Bang. So these boffins, or whatever you want to call them, they don't believe in God. They don't believe in a creator. They believe that we appeared from some rocks banging together and creating it, which doesn't make any sense. You can't get life from that. Now, I truly believe that there is a creator, but we're not going to get into that right now. But what CERN are doing, they are really, really messing with things. Now, the funding on that is like a NASA funding. It's astronomical, and even during the old plague, they still found all this money. They also are political. They kicked Russia out, which is just bizarre considering the money that Russia have put in and how much knowledge they have. So we'll do a CERN special, because it's something that I need to explain slowly, because if I start just talking about matter and antimatter, it will hurt my brain and yours. What are people saying in chat? Reading some of the chat. I'll message her later. Oh, me. Polar shift can end our Earth's magnetic field, says Rebecca. Yeah, it could. Anyone seen the OA? Yes, I have shown her. And if you've seen the OA, and have you ever seen the CERN dance? Because the CERN dance is exactly what they're doing in the OA. They're actually doing that dance to open up portals. But again, we're going to cover that in our CERN show. Space Cat say, yeah, my brain is hurting. Mine too, Katie. CERN is something that we'd need to start from the beginning and explain it to you. You've seen the dance, have you, Shona? There you go then. Hello, Guardian. How are you doing? I hope you're good. Right then, let's continue on the curious news. So they're not stopping at CERN. I think that's news in itself. You know, they are not stopping. They're going to keep going until have they already found something? Have they unleashed something? Why is the world so crazy at the moment? It makes me wonder, it really does, whether there actually is already something happening with CERN, and they've unleashed something, and that's why the world's gone to shit. Anyway, apparently the big cat mystery, talking about weird news, in the UK, the big cat mystery is now solved. They don't believe that, no longer do they believe that they're big cats. They now believe, it shouldn't have got cancelled the other way, they now believe that they are black foxes. So we always get these grainy photos. Now, if you're not in the US, I mean, if you're not in the UK and you're in the US or Canada, our country is tiny, right? So even when you're rural, you're never that far. So for something like a black cat to live rurally, you'd get a lot of sightings. You know, you'd probably find them somewhere in your back garden eating your chicken or something, you know. Not that I condone eating chickens. But they're now saying that they know what they are. Strange big cats prowling the moors are not panther-like beasts after all, says animal expert who believes an unusually rare type of fox could hold the key. So if we look at that there, that looks like some sort of wolf, doesn't it? Now, foxes are literally from the wolf family. So they're now saying a former zookeeper believes the answer to the scary sightings could actually be black foxes, as more than 400 of the creatures are believed to be roaming the UK countryside. Founder of Black Foxes UK, there's actually a group called, you couldn't make this up, there's always a group, isn't there, for something. There's always some sort of, you know, founder of a group. Hello, Blackjack. Hello, Peaky Blinders. Hello, everyone coming in. Founder of Black Foxes UK, an animal expert, Miss Deronde, is that how you say it? Says a growing number of the rare melanistic foxes are responsible for a rising number of black wildcat reports. So here is one of such foxes here. Now, it looks like, I don't know about you guys, but it looks like a wolf, doesn't it? A rise in rare black foxes could be a direct link to an increasing number of big cat sightings. Now, if I seen that on a canal or a river towpath, which this looks like, I'd be absolutely petrified. It looks like a wolf, doesn't it? Yeah, you could be right, Manda. Hello, Yvonne. Yeah, it could be. It could be. It could all be utter tosh, and they're actually devil dogs or Bigfoot on all fours or Black Panthers. Who knows? But this is just one of the photos. Now, this was taken just in August this year near Fenworthy Reservoir, an alleged black cat sighting on Dartmoor. It's so difficult to tell because that could be a normal cat um, made to look bigger. But then if you look at that, it does look pretty big compared to what it's standing against. So it's difficult. It really is. So I suppose somebody could end up getting hold of a baby one and freeing it. It's like there's parakeets in London. I find that really strange as well. You know, they're not native, but they still are living here and thriving. So who knows? A black cat could survive. But we've also got those cats in Scotland as well that are indigenous to this country. Hello, Stephen. How you doing? Hello, everyone coming in. You just don't know. But if I seen a black fox looking at me like that, I think I'd run a mile. I don't know about you guys. Right then, we'll see what else is going on the curious, crazy, interesting, bizarre news. What I do, I grab a few articles before we go live. I have a look around the Tinterweb, see what's going on. And now we've got another one. King Charles is now wading in. He has to. Oh, thank you, Alan Edge. He has to get involved, doesn't he? Old Chazza. Oh, thank you so much. He has to get involved. Hello, Nick. Hello, Linda. How you doing? Thank you so much. Little Jam Sandwich. I think you're amazing. Evening Penny, big love from me to you, and I agree. Something has shifted energetically, and it very well could be CERN. Yeah, I genuinely do. They turned it on. I think it was 2009 originally, and then they ramped it up in 2009, then 2011, 2012, and it's just getting more and more weird. But yeah, Nick, I know we're not on a spinning ball, but it doesn't mean that others don't. So this show is not about what I believe and what I don't believe. This show is just about the curious news. So if there's something weird in the news, we'll talk about it. It's not me saying definitely, factly, this is real, because most of it probably isn't real. But the thing is now in 2023, there's not much difference between what we call the real news and the curious, bizarre news. Who knows what's true anymore? So this isn't a case of having a debate on whether the earth is flat or a ball. Okay. I agree with you, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to push. Doesn't mean I can just push my beliefs. That's not this sort of show. All right. Yeah, so King Charles, or whatever you want to call him. Look, I'm sorry, right? I still don't believe that's the original one, but that's just me. King Charles urged to force government to release the truth on Britain's X-Files. So King Prince Charles, whatever you want to call him, the fake king, the lizard king, he is now saying that we should release the X-Files. So he's actually admitting that he knows that aliens are real, which he probably is one. Apparently Prince Philip, his dad, was also interested in UFOs. This doesn't surprise me. They're all lizards. Documentary maker Mark Christopher Lee said that the king, whose late father was interested in UFOs, should put pressure on the government to prepare the nation for its first contact with aliens. So we're being told that the king could sort it all out for us so that we all know what's going on. Doesn't they call him Chuck? Chuck? I don't agree in that sport. We're talking about fox hunting. Yeah, it's disgusting, Katie, love. Trying to prep us for the future. I agree. I think they have been for a while. I agree with you there, Sky, my love. So let's just go down here. So there he is, such a weirdo. King Charles should be forcing the government to release it. He's got a new show out, this guy, and it says he explores the threat finding ET exists could pose to religion. Because obviously, if people see that, then they're going to stop believing in God. He said the king has an interest in UFOs that he inherited from Prince Philip, who spent 70 years studying them. More likely, he spent 70 years trying to do his family tree, more like. And that was lizards. As head of the Church of England, he said Charles has a duty to prepare millions of worshippers for the impact of the discovery of extraterrestrial life. ET could bring along their own gods, which may threaten existing traditional human beliefs. Well, there you go. There's two there. There's two aliens there looking at each other. Again, I don't think he's the real one. He's actually starting to morph into Biden there. Can you see that? It's like they've got just a load of like clones. Biden, Charles, whoever that, similar. They can just stick them all together and say that they're the same. But there you go. Oh, right. There you go. So we need to prepare for these things here. Apparently got muscles now, and they've been working out. They got 6-packs. What are the next? I'd like to see what the comments are. Wish aliens would put King Charlie and his motley crew of spongers in the council houses. Then I'd believe in them, says Pobster. Another one. What if aliens turn out to be a load of old duffers, totally detached from reality of the land they reign over? And another one, so he hasn't said anything, but some bloke thinks he should. What kind of story is this other than total BS? So I can agree with all of those. I really can. Okay. Oh, look at this. I know this is cruise news, but look at this. 7.3 thousand complaints. So I think what I'll be doing is, because I don't talk about like GB news type stuff on here, but I'll probably do a video on my other channel. Pincho, I've not seen full chat. Did you mention about your work schedule? Apologies, mate. I'm literally catching the odd bit of chat. It's really difficult. Let's just see what else we've got going on in this bizarre, weird news. Right, apparently an incredible... Right, let's get this up. Honestly, these bloody ads and these things. A resurfaced video of Bigfoot has apparently gone viral. So let's have a look and see if we've seen it before. 129 people got lost in my email filter. Oh no. Pincho, if you don't want to do it, just say, because we'll plan something else. If you don't want to do it, honestly, we're not going to hold you to it. But I want to plan my Halloween show, and if we're going to be doing that, then we need to get the gang together. It's one of the years I will go, but because I've got Jack at 9, he's too little. I can't just leave unless we're doing something local that Al can drop me off and pick me up. That's going to be a problem. If it's going to be, unless we can do that, right? So if ever we can, maybe next year we could do. Are you doing a calling as well? Not tonight, my love, but tomorrow night possibly. What am I doing tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow night we're planning on. He usually does, Jenna. Usually me, Paz, and Underbelly are the dream team every Halloween. We have done for the past 4 years. So hopefully we'll be able to pin them down. Tomorrow night, Rebecca, I don't know yet, my love, because if Pincho's going to be on location at Staffordshire with a motley crew, a team, smiley, then it'll be different then, Why don't you do local? Why don't you do the local? We'll be going back at Christmas and we've still not been back. I'm sorry, we'll be watching that. I'm sorry. What? No, why? Why, Shona? Jane, thank you for asking. Oh no. Saskia, darling, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Jane. Jane is our what do you call it? co-host as well. So Jane is very welcome on panel. And we'll have the motley crew, and then hopefully Ted is going to go, hopefully. And there was a few others that wanted to go. I think Paz said, yeah, Paz does occasional live streams. He'll go through a phase. He'll do some, and then he won't do any for like a year, and then he'll do them again. He did actually message me the other day, actually, saying that, and he asked me. He said he needs some advice, but then he never did ask me what the advice was. Anyway, let's get back to this. So, Bigfoot video. So far, my schedule goes up to the 22nd. So, can you not ask Pincho? You're not able to put a little request in? Because this could go viral. You could end up on the news. Right then, incredible resurfaced video shows Bigfoot moving through Mississippi woods. Now, who's in Dave? Dave is in Missouri, isn't he? Hello, high spirits. I cannot get over. I've missed so much. They don't do schedules 4 weeks ahead. Oh, okay. But you could always ask, couldn't you? You could always ask. I'm not sure if we're going to see the full video. A video that has resurfaced. That means it's like it's come out at one point and then really gone away and then it's appeared again. Has gone viral, seemingly showing a Sasquatch moving through the Mississippi woods. Sasquatch, or Bigfoots, is believed to be a large and hairy human-like creature. It is said to exist in the northern western US and western Canada. I know that we've got a guy who I've known for years called John Boy, and he lives in Tennessee, very rural, very, very rural. And I did a video. God, let's see if I can find it, actually. Let me just see if I can find it. I'll play it for you. He did a video, and what happened was he was live streaming at the time because he's really into this, right? He's really into his Bigfoots. And hang on. Hello? The bedroom door's just opened by itself. Hello? Wow, there's nobody there. I'm not joking. Hello? Who's that? Okay then. Alrighty then. That's not weird. The door's just opened all by itself, but that's perfectly fine. Anyway, I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to show you the rest of this article and see if we get the video. But I also want to quickly show you, if I can find it, this video. Now, John Boy in Tennessee, he sees and hears Bigfoot. He's seen a baby Bigfoot swinging from trees. Swear to God. So he is really, really into this stuff, and he did a live stream where he heard them, and I did a video on it, so we'll look at that in a moment. But going back to this, so this resurfaced video is recorded and posted to YouTube back in 2015. In the caption, Josh wrote, in part, I was out hunting hogs. That's not very nice, but that's separate. Just sitting in a part of the swamp I have heard them before. Sitting in a part of the swamp I've heard before. It is not too far from a road. I was wearing hunting camo and just sitting dead still waiting for it to get dark, because that's when the hogs come out. I hear a noise behind a tree I was sitting on. I thought it was the hogs, and when I got round, I could not believe my own two eyes. So I don't know if we're going to see the video, or we're going to see it. Okay. Is this the same video, or is this a different video? I don't know whether this is the same one, actually. There was a huge black thing crouched by a dead cypress. So I don't know if this is the video or if this is a different video. I think this is the video, okay? Yeah, it's this. So this is resurfaced. You guys should be able to see this now, I think. Take that off. Looks like it looks like a gorilla, doesn't it? This is where I pushed the record button by accident and the clip. What did that just say? Hold on a minute. Hang on. Back. Play. Pause. Here is where I pushed the record button by accident and the clip stopped. I was honest to God scared. Well, that makes me a little bit suspicious, but there you go. Okay, so this has gone viral. This clip from 8 years ago. The thing is, 8 years ago, most people wouldn't have really batted an eyelid. There was only a few hardcore tinfoil hat wearers in 2015, but now this sort of shit will go viral because the things that we're told daily, Bigfoot's more likely to be real. Now, this could be a gorilla at a zoo in the woodland in some sort of enclosure. It could be a man in a suit pretending, or we could actually be witnessing Bigfoots. I don't know about you guys. If that was me and I was hiding and I seen that thing. Oh, is it seeing him? Look. It's looking at him, isn't it? Is it? What are we thinking? Brett! Let me give you a wrench. Hang on. I had to wipe them out, mate. I had another wrong gun in my sights. There was a wrong gun on here. So I'll give you your wrench back. We're looking at a viral video from 2015 that has just resurfaced, where this man was camping out looking for hogs, and he heard a noise and he filmed a Bigfoot. This is in Mississippi. Oh shit! Oh blimey! Oh shit! Surely running away would be worse because he's going to see him then, isn't he? I don't know what you guys think of this. We're going to just ask what people think. We're going to leave it running again in the background, and I'm going to go and check the chat, and we're just going to leave that running. Turn the volume down a bit. Okay. Now let's get back into the live chat and let's have a look. Okay, we have where's the naked man, says Mary, and he's off. Diane, it's coming back, sweetheart. I'm doing them as they're going along. I didn't see your name. Hello, Diane, love. I would have talked or shouted to it, would you? I think it's another guy in swamp camo gear. Gorilla in the mist, says Poncho. It's a gorilla. High Plains Drifter. Alex Jones is molting. Nikki, that would be me gone. This is like those found footage films, says Jenna. Cynthia Cliff says nothing burger, or should I say Whopper? Nikki thinks it's fake. Okay, give me a 1. Give me a 1 if you think that this is real. Give me a 2 if you think it's fake. Let me know. 1 if you think that this is real. 3 if you think it's fake. Sorry, 1 real, 2 fake, 3 don't know. I'm going to say I don't know because it's an old bit of footage that's resurfaced. Local furries at it again. Hello, Crosshatch. Welcoming everyone coming in. Hello, Guardian. How are you doing? I do think Bigfoot's is real, though. Gosh, this is a lot here. Is there anyone that believes in it? Pincho believes in it. Diane believes in it. Blackjack believes in it. Hello, Blackjack. High Spirits believes in it. And then we've got Bridget 3, Tony G 3. Stephen doesn't believe in it. High Plane doesn't know. Needs a trimmer. Nikki, no. Little Jam Sandwich believes in it. I love that name. Totally love that name. So it's most people don't believe in it, do they? But there are some that do. Now I don't know about this video. I'm 50-50 on this video, to be honest, because it's a bit too perfect, isn't it? You know. Let me just get that off now. Okay. So just why I'm here. Oh, I love you more, darling. I just checked you haven't got a channel. I'll be honest, I can't see anything. Oh, really, Bev? Bigfoot exists, supernatural. I genuinely believe in the shapeshifters, and we could do a show on that as well. Hello, Jeff Swig. There's that place in America. What's it called now in Nevada? The Ranch, and that's where you see these dogmen, these shapeshifter things. You should have seen the size of a spider. Saw today, says Cosmic. Bad eyes. Hello, Marcus Patzer. Hello, new friend. Well, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Did you see me on my other channel? I did share this. Skinwalker Ranch. Thank you, Jane, my love. If you came over from the Penny Bunny, then thank you for being here. You have a channel, Marcus. Would you like me to check you out? Would you like me to sub? Let me know. Skinwalker Ranch, Kate, to do a show from Skinwalkers would be cool. Well, I can't get to Skinwalkers, Rebecca Love. I'd love to, but I don't think I could do a show from Skinwalker Ranch. But right then, there we go. I'm number 167. How's that? Oh shit, wrong button. Sorry. Okay. What else? Cosmic. Every time I see a massive spider, I think of Penny. Them spiders love me. I come from Rowan. Oh, did Rowan share me out? Rowan's a very good friend of many years. Thank you, Rowan. Appreciate that, my friend. Weird stuff happens there. Yeah. Well, basically, do we have anyone who's offering? Okay. Do we have anyone that lives by? Is it Arizona? Where it is? Nevada. It's that area, isn't it? Do we have anybody in Arizona, Nevada, in that area who would go to Skinwalker Ranch? But then it's owned by a guy now, and he's got cameras there. I don't think you'd be allowed in. Years ago, someone said they shot one, says Blackjack, but never heard anything. Utah, is it? Is it Utah, Jane? I thought it was over in that way. It would be great to get some photos. It would. Now maybe we could get some American friends. They did do it, Katie, love. Maybe we could get some of our American friends. Let me just see if I can find this video, and then I'll just want to show you something. Hold on. It's not a curious news, but it's related to Bigfoot, so. Yeah, it's John Boy. I did a video. It's a few years ago, though. He'd had his problems with his channel, and I was making a video to try and show him some support. But I also covered his Bigfoot stuff. Just got to try and find it. Just give me a minute. I'm just going through my channel now. And then we will get on to some other news. I hope you've all had a nice day. Please hit the like or the dislike if you don't like it. There's still some stuff. Well, I lost my other channel for a while, so there's still some stuff that I would put on my other channel on here, like Snoopy stuff. Oh God, how long ago was it? Going through this channel. Can't find it. Oh, I think this might be it. Hang on. No, it's not. I can't find it, guys. So it'll probably be here somewhere. But basically, John Boy in Tennessee, he hears them and he sees them as well. And he actually caught a photo of a baby, and he actually heard them live on camera. And we actually recorded the sound of one. So I'm just seeing if I can find it. If I can't, those of you who weren't with me at the time, I did cover these as well. Do you remember these monoliths that were popping up absolutely everywhere? I covered them at the time. You can see some. I've been on this channel. We've got quite a few new people, but look at this. This is all the content. If you're into the weird and the wonderful, or the more weird, you might want to check out my back catalogue on this channel, because there is a lot on here. I think I'm about to give up. When I find it, I'll share it out. But basically, John Boy was live streaming, and he actually heard, while he was live streaming, the Bigfoot call. Now, I have never in my life heard anything like it, and nobody has ever heard anything like it. It was such a strange noise. But we'll find it another time. It's okay. Right then, let's get back onto the news. Let's get back into live chat. What are people saying? I love weird and wonderful. You can search a channel. I know, yeah, but I'm not that bothered. I made my own burgers today, says Skip Donahue. Nowhere near a Whopper. I believe in UFOs. I've loads on my channel. Okay, let's have a look. Hello, Jeff. Welcome in. Right, I've just subscribed to your crosshatch number 234. So thank you. How you doing, Stephen Hall? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you again for the super chats, guys. It's so kind. Yeah, you don't want to hear when I have a spider, when I see a spider, blimey. Right then, let's get on to some more news. Right. Again, more bizarre news. It's most likely going to be bullshit, but you never know. You never know. A time traveler from 2000-2858. So a long time, over 800 years in the future. No, 600 years in the future, to think them. Time traveler from 2858 warns that aliens are coming to destroy Earth. So we've now had a time traveler. Now, that's another one that I have covered in the past. Hello, Nikki, my love. That I have covered in the past. Will Jack be pumpkin carving? Yeah, we usually have a day out with our friends and we usually get a pumpkin and carve it out. But I don't know whether that's going ahead this year, but we usually do, yeah. Right, okay. So I'm just got a message off my friend. Right, okay. I was going to see her tomorrow, but we're seeing her next week now. Right, I'll carry on. So, a self-professed time traveler who claims to be from the year 2858 has issued a warning about the end of the world on social media. As they say, aliens are coming to Earth to destroy it. Now, we did put a video up, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show the video in a moment. I'm going to have to refresh it. A mysterious social media user, so it could be a genuine time traveler who's come back to help us via TikTok, or it could be a total nutter who lives in his mother's back bedroom, wants some attention. You guys can decide when we've watched the video. He claims to be a time traveler from the year 2858. Now, this isn't completely unbelievable. Would he use TikTok? I don't know. But, you know, if you were a time traveler, then there's a chance that you would come back and warn people. Because if that was me and I managed to do that, I think I would let people know, depending on who they were. The user who posts under the name at darkness time travel has gained more than 12,000 followers by posting outlandish claims about future events, from everything from wormholes to, we've got to check out his channel now, the creation of mythical creatures. But in their most recent video, the user claimed that a hostile alien species is traveling to Earth to destroy it, and that humans need to be prepared to save our species. So if this is true, we haven't got long left. We just get, so basically, if this is true, then, you know, sorry to be the bearer of bad news and all that, but we ain't got long because they're going to come and get us. So he puts attention, yes, I am real. Shouldn't be I am a real time traveler, but there you go. Maybe it wasn't his strongest point in the future, going to school. I am going to tell you how the world will end. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. If the world's going to end, then how could he be in the future? If he's coming back from the future, then how is he going to tell us how it ended? If it ended, there would nobody be alive. So how did he be alive? Unless some humans go off in little capsules and they have babies in the future, and he's like Joe Biden's 100th, 300th bloody grandkid. My brain's overworking now. He says in less than 3 months, on October the 3rd, so this was a few months ago, which looks like it. So we haven't got long. We've only got a couple of days. An alien will come to Earth known as the Vanguard. The Vanguard is currently being chased by a group of hostile alien species known as the Distance. So we've only got a few days left, folks. Just letting you know. I don't mean to I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but you might as well just go and enjoy yourself now. Oh, thank you for the coffee, Diane, my love. That was very kind. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, love. So we've got a few days left. I think we've got about, what is it, 5 days? Where are we now? September the 28th. This is 20. This is 30 days in September. So we've got 5 days. Yeah, no need to pay your rent. No need to do anything. Don't go shopping for next week. Just go and buy loads of food, have a party. If you believe this article, that's not coming from me. Okay, just FYI, just to cover me. This is not coming from me. It's coming from this guy. The Vanguard will reach Earth first. Right, hang on a minute. Sorry. The Distance destroyed the Vanguard's home 20 light years away, and he's the only one still alive. So there's one Vanguard left. They are coming to Earth next to destroy it. The Distance are. And we have gotten too advanced for their liking, as we've got. So the Distance are a species that don't like other species getting too clever. So that what they do, they bumped off the Vanguards, and they missed one who got in a little capsule. Okay. Are you following, guys? I hope you're following this, because this is very serious stuff. The Vanguard will reach Earth first to warn us, and he will bring 12,000 people. What more dinghy divers? It'll be here probably on the Kent coast. 12,000 people to another habitable planet. Oh no, they're not coming here. They're going to a place called Kepler 186f. The Distance owned Earth. Oh, okay. So we're finding out who built us. This is all in the Daily Mail, so the Daily Star. So it is definitely real. Hello, Pegasus. I cleared my wrenches, so that's why you don't have one. I'm giving it you back right now. You still have paranormal from Sycamore Gap. I don't know what Sycamore Gap is, though. Sod the bills, then, says Rose. Yeah, we'll be watching. Hon, hang on. Can I have a drink, please? A can. We've got a can of pop in the fridge or something. Thank you. A purple one. Thank you for being here, Pegasus. I've given you your... Oh, my head. Ow. Still got these headaches. I've given you your wrench. I just cleared the lot because we've had some wrong guns again. I've known you a long time, my friend. I do watch your channel, but it's usually in the middle of the night. So what I'll do, I'll wake up, listen to a couple of your songs, leave a like, and I'm too tired to type. So I do still watch it. Oh, you mean the tree? That is horrific. Yeah. Diane, thank you for the coffee. I just want to add, right, this is coming from the Daily Star, okay, via TikTok. It's not me, okay? So if you don't pay your bills and you get into trouble, I cannot take any credit for that. Okay. Oh, my head. Fucking hell, my head. Right. So the Distance used to own Earth. They placed the pyramids here as a mark of ownership. They do it to every planet with life. So we now know how the pyramids were here. They were placed here by the Distance, who go around owning planets and putting some pyramids down to say, this is mine. Like we put a flag on the supposed moon. They put pyramids down. Okay, I can live with that, right? But the Vanguard does not want what happened to him to happen to anybody else. Where an entire species is destroyed. The Vanguard is coming. You need to be ready. This will save our species, right? So on October the 3rd, an alien will come to Earth known as the Vanguard. It says here the deadly species. Well, it says here they're goodies. TikTok viewers. So it's on TikTok. So it's definitely got to be real, guys. TikTok viewers were left stunned by the claims as they took the comments, wondering whether it could happen or not. One user said, great, this makes sense.
Jumping the barriers. Oh. That's a crime. Traveling without a ticket. Crime.
What's this?
Is everything all right?
Sorry, I don't know what that is. Another commented, wow, this really is a movie. Another wrote, sorry, but no. You know how it ends, a fourth added. So I think we might be able to watch this video. So let's just prepare ourselves. Again, whether you want to believe this guy, it's up to you. All right. I'm not condoning anyone not paying any bills or dancing down the street naked or something. Here we go. Right. I think we might have another video from him. He's got us another one now. Oh, they were going to come last Christmas. And that didn't happen. So we had another warning last year. And they were going to come on December the 22nd, 2020, Christmas Day 2022. So it didn't happen last time. I would say don't do drugs, kids. How do we get ready? Exactly. We have to welcome in the flipping distance, I tell you. Wrong uns. David G, 100%, mate, I tell you. No whopper as yet. I'm sure we will get one, though. Hello, MK Ultra. Love your name. Yeah, they've been delayed. That was them. You're right. They've got lost. Perfect comment. Must be on meth. Mr. Flynn, knowing my luck, I won the lottery sat. That's the thing, isn't it? That's the problem. We now have Smiley making a very, very good comment saying that they've been delayed. So they were due here at Christmas. They got distracted by possibly all the Christmas lights, or maybe they bumped into Father Christmas on their way. Hugh says these missed loads. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you a girl or a boy? I think you might be a boy, but I'm not 100%. So whatever you are, you could be non-binary. We're very diverse here. Whatever you are, welcome in, Hugh Jas. Awesome name. They've missed loads. So yeah, if we can all welcome in Hugh Jas, that'll be good. Maybe they got stuck down the chimney. Well, I think more than likely they were on their way and they've seen this man in a big suit, a big red suit, or green. Traditionally, it was green, with some flying reindeer. And then they've looked down and they've seen like half of the world lit up with these bright lights coming from everywhere, like houses. And you imagine how it would look. And they've thought, sod this, there's a giant an old white man with a beard, with a big fat belly, and he looks like he might be eat us. So we did a runner. So they decided to come back yet instead of October the 3rd. So why they chose that day, I don't know. Maybe they're camping out on the moon and from Christmas till now. But yes, aliens got delayed and they're going to be here on the 3rd of October now. So we'll be sure to be here streaming. We don't know what time and where they're going to make first contact. It could be anywhere. Have a hair appointment then. I'd say still go to your hair appointment, still pay your bills. You never know. They need a map. We need to know where they're going to be going. Did Penny say Hugh Jas? No, that's who came into the chat. Hugh Jas came in. I'll put out some cake. I might put out some mince pies early. Why can't aliens kidnap Joe Biden, Xi Jinping, and Vladimir Putin? Well, I'll keep Putin. They can take Joe Biden, but there's not much on him, really. Good old drugs, yeah. Right then. And then we've been going 1:09. Let's keep looking, see what else is going on in the weird and wonderful world of the curious news. I hope you enjoy this. Again, it's a little bit different. Right, hang on a minute. What's this? Oh, there's so much going on the normal news that I can't cover on this channel. But they're trying to get GB News shut down. Knew this was coming. Okay, where's my whopper? Yeah, if we can all welcome Hugh Jas into the channel. He's very welcome here, or she, or non-binary, but we're okay. Non-binary's gone out, hasn't it? Have you noticed? It was the big thing, wasn't it, a few years ago, and now it's gone again, and it's now the transgender thing. I remember a few years ago, non-binary was the in thing. That's what that TV star used to be, and then when it went out of fashion, she then decided to go full transgender. It's whatever's in, isn't it? So we're gonna have a quick look and see what else is going on in the curious news. So just bear with me. Anyone noticed there was quite a big moon last night? I don't know about you, if you guys noticed it, but what's this now? Yeah, it was massive. Oh, someone's just come back from space. Well, let's have a look at this. This is in the last hour. Breaking news, guys. Breaking news on the Curious News. Still think Lawrence Fox is a baddie. I don't care if GB News is. It's everything's bloody controlled opposition these days. Did you go and see? I didn't, because by the time we got out and it was a good hour away, we didn't end up going. But we're going to go tomorrow night because tonight was raining, so that's why I might not be live tomorrow night. Now I'm keeping an eye on the weather, right? Hopefully tomorrow night I'm going to watch the Aurora Borealis. There is one at the southern lights as well, you know. I'm keeping an eye on the weather. So let me just check. It's still, yeah, tomorrow night is clear. You can see the stars, and we're going to be having a drive over to the whole of, I call it the whole of Calcutta, but it's not called that. This is big hole in the ground on North York Moors. I love you more, Space Cat. Is it a harvest moon as well? Oh my God, you're right. So we've got harvest, full moon, and hello, MG. We did get a storm, but it wasn't half as exciting as it was meant to be. Just to add as well, I don't want to go off topic because I do that very, very, very easily. But today, when I was looking out the window, I seen Piggy Wig. If you've been following my other channel, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't follow my other channel, then just ignore everything that I'm saying. We're seeing Piggy Wig. Hello, Womble, with baby pig, or whatever we want to call it, baby pig wig or whatever, following him around, and they were playing on the trampoline. Hello, Debs. And I didn't get to film it. And then they went and sat in the bird bath and had a drink. And then she was showing Piggy Wig how to do this. And then Al went out and fed them. So they are still, Piggy Wig is still living with her baby. I think that's amazing. Anyway, if you don't watch my other channel, just totally ignore what I've just said because it won't make any sense. Okay, now, this is breaking news. It was only posted an hour ago. You get all the breaking news here. Record-breaking astronaut Frank Rubio has finally returned to Earth after accidentally spending 371 days in space. I'm sure we've all done that. We've all accidentally spent 371 days, give or take a day or two in space, haven't we? Nothing new there. So he's finally returned home. So here he is. He's very happy, as you can see. We've got the thumbs up. A record for an American. Apparently, it got stuck on the International Space Station. We were talking about this the other day, the ISS, with the rats running across it and so on and so on. And seaweed, because we all know it's either underwater in a swimming pool, or it's in a studio, or it's in a desert. But there we go. He was trapped when his rhydome was damaged. I'm sure we've all been there. Dr. Frank Rubio, the first American astronaut to live in space continuously for more than a year, well, he wasn't meant to, has returned to Earth. He spent 371 days on the ISS, eclipsing the nearly year-long stints of astronauts Mark Van 355 and Scott Kelly. The record-setting trip was more than twice as long as originally scheduled. So he only planned on going for 6 months. He didn't plan on staying that long. But he decided to, as you do, decided to stay. And his car got broke. Maybe a rat chewed through something in space, and he got stuck there. it says that he could have maybe got Jeff Bezos to give him a lift back on his way back from when he goes to places like Mars and stuff. So along with Russian cosmonauts, Sergei, they're always called Sergei and Dmitry, if you notice. Sergei Propkotev and Dmitry Petlin, that's easy, or Petlin, touched down in rural Kazakhstan on September the 27th, so yesterday. They were pulled out of their capsule and carried away because they were unable to walk due to their extended stay in microgravity. So I don't know whether if it's letting you, is it taking you to this or not? I've just clicked a link. Sometimes it doesn't go with me. No, it doesn't. Okay, I'm going to stop that and we're going to see the video now of him being, I'm not seeing any chat, by the way, because when I'm doing these shows, I very rarely see the chat. So we're now going to see this guy who has been in space for over a year and his legs have emaciated, I'm guessing, because they've not been moving and he's been in the wrong gravity. He can't walk. So here we go. They're getting him out the capsule. He's not been on land for over a year.
Check the arm. Check the cables. Careful. Easy.
Do we believe this?
Frank Rubio.
Just give me a 1 if you think that this is true, that he has really been floating around space. Or give me a 2 if you think this is utter propaganda crap, or 3 if you don't know. 1 if you think that this is true. 1 true, 2 fake.
Very nice to see you.
Can you hear the woman talking? Nice to see you. Does anyone believe this shit? Give him a whopper. We're in a clown world. We are.
So great.
This is terrible acting, this.
Well, here.
How come he can do a thumb? His legs don't work. Why are his arms fine?
All went well. All the tasks completed.
The thing is, he looks very if you look at his face, he looks pretty healthy for someone that's been floating around. Jane thinks it's real, Mad Matt thinks it's real, but that's okay. We can all have our own opinion. No one knows, do they? First thing you want is a baby wipe. Yeah. Can you imagine the stench? The thing is, his legs aren't working, but his arms are fine. That to me doesn't make any sense, does it really? Let's just be real about this. GB News, Mark Dolan is on again. Just want to add that in. I'm not a big fan. He stop at the firmament picking gas. Spot on, mate. But then, we have to accept that not everyone believes that, and that's okay. We can all believe what we want, but it doesn't mean that we can't respect what others say. So, literally, these news shows, right? They could go on forever because there's just so many fucking weird stories going on. So we're just going to see if anything else, what else is going on. Wow. Hang on a minute. There's a few things here, so I just want to pick one. Another very strange story. I do like a shark story. Do you know, I never got round to... I did do a megalodon, but I never did a part 2. Genuinely, guys, I believe, and you can laugh at me, but that's okay, because we're on this channel where we can all laugh at each other and take the piss without being offended, hopefully. I believe that the megalodons are real. I believe... Nikki says no, not real. I believe that there are sea monsters. There's no way on Earth... You're all right, Katie. I'm the same. I've got to go and do Jax as well. You have a spanner. Picking gas, I literally cleared everybody. And then I'm starting again. So, are you still setting into prepping? Hello, Bridget, love. Yeah, we're going to be doing the prepping. We're going to be doing that. Looking at the chat. Picking Gaz, I remember you saying to me once that you've never had a spanner anywhere other than here. And I don't forget things. I remember everything people tell me. So I always make sure you have one, because if it makes you feel special, then that's what I do. Okay, Bridget's here now as well. So Megalodon, yeah, into thin air. Genuinely, guys, this isn't about Megalodon, this is about a shark, but I believe that Megalodon are here. I genuinely believe that Megalodon are real. I think that they've lived. They say that they couldn't live so far down, but that doesn't mean they haven't adapted. You see, listen, nobody lost a spanner. I cleared the whole thing. As I go along, I'm giving them back. The wrong gun hasn't come in. Okay, nobody here is a wrong gun. Guys, can you please stop making everything about themselves and thinking that everything's about them? It isn't. Trust me, just chill, man, chill. This obsession with bloody spanners, I'll never understand it. Just chill, man, chill. Okay. Now we've put that straight, because there's people being paranoid. They don't need to be. Could be Nessie, says Mary, possibly. But Jane, I genuinely believe that we have Megalodon, and that they've adapted to live. Hello, Rachel, that they've adapted to live under the ground, further down where they wouldn't usually be living. Blue whale go very, very, very deep. They really, really do. So that's what I think. I think you've got the Mariana Trench, but you've also got other massive cracks in the sea. And I would love to do an ocean special, because they've discovered at the bottom of the ocean, because remember, we've only done 10% of the world's oceans. How they can say that there's no sea monsters, and they said there was no giant shrimp for a giant squid for how long? Then they discovered that was actually real. The Kraken is real. They found a live one. A Japanese research boat found a live one. So they didn't think that was real. So I genuinely believe the Megalodon are real. And they found lakes at the bottom of the ocean with black goo in. There's so much that fascinates me about the ocean. So I think that would be another decent podcast. I'll pull some articles together, and I'll pull some videos together, and I'll grab all the research, and then we can go through it live, a bit like this, but it'll just be on one subject, just like we'll do the CERN podcast. So anyway, getting on to this. So in the 1990s, a group of juvenile bull sharks, okay, so it's not a great white, it does look pretty scary. A juvenile bull sharks were left stranded in a golf course pond in Australia. Hang on a minute, right? Let me just rewind. Don't sharks need salt water? How were they left stranded? Was it because they flooded? Anyway, some little baby sharks got stuck in a pond, and it isn't April 1st in Australia. Unlike many other sharks, bull sharks are able to survive in freshwater environments such as rivers. This is interesting. This is what I think Nessie is. I think Nessie is able to survive in both, because I remember saying this when we went to Keswick at the Lake District. The lakes at the Lake District are just mind-blowingly beautiful. And we went to Keswick Lake, and there's these signs around the lake that show you about all the fish that are in there. And one of them, me and Al was really, really intrigued by this. One of this type of fish originally lived in the sea, and when that area got flooded thousands of years ago, these fish got stuck in pools and ponds that then became the lakes at the Lake District, and they were sea fish, but they evolved to live on fresh water. So it does happen. They do evolve. It says a new paper published last month in the journal Marine and Fishery Sciences chronicles the history of this unique population. For nearly 20 years, they've lived in this artificial pond on a golf course, after being stranded in receded floodwaters, and then they vanished. So have they learnt to grow legs? It says here, the golf course sharks were likely washed inland during periods of flooding. The Carbrook Golf Club southeast of Brisbane is directly adjacent to the Logan and Albert rivers. Summer storms occasionally result in rainfall that breaches the banks of these rivers, inundating the surrounding floodplain. Given that the course is less than 6.2 miles inland from the coast, it is well within the freshwater zone inhabited by bull sharks. Wow. The sharks ended up in the pond, which was the remnant of a sand mining operation at some point in the early 90s. During that period, 3 floods breached the riverbanks, bringing the sharks with them. When the floodwaters receded, sharks were stranded. So they literally immediately changed, literally went from being in the sea to water, fresh water, and didn't die. We've got a video here of them we can watch.
There's something fishy about this fairway.
First time I ever saw him was some men were feeding and he came up and it was just like jaws coming up out of the water.
Carbrook Golf Club might just be the only
quality
shark-infested
on the
golf
little
course
pod,
in the
quality,
world.
higher
There are
picture.
between 6 and 12 bull sharks living in its
thanks, great
lake,
food.
some over 9
You
feet
know, now
long.
YouTube play all
It's thought
day.
that the bull sharks found their new home after a nearby river flooded during the 1990s, sweeping the deadly predators into the club's lake. Over the next few years, people reported seeing fins in the water. In the early 2000s, they were finally caught on camera, and the myth of the golf course sharks was proven to be true. Since then, they've gone from strength to strength, and the sharks are now breeding. But the golf course's uninvited guests are actually one of the most dangerous sharks in the world.
What?
In the wild, they're responsible for a recorded 27 fatal attacks on humans, though none of the golfers at this club have ever been harmed by their resident sharks.
I wouldn't be in the water.
It's alright if you don't get too close. It's
Didn't be
yeah.
sick.
Never been this close, obviously.
So for now, the man-eating residents of this lake don't seem to be off-putting for keen golfers.
Wow. So, excuse me. So they're actually one of the most dangerous sharks in the world. We only ever hear about the great white because they're so big, don't we? But actually, these bull sharks are actually, it sounds to me like more dangerous. Super aggressive. I'm just looking at the chat. Oh, thank you, Stephen. Please hit the like, guys, or the dislike. And I want to say a massive thank. I've not even liked my own stream. There you go. I've just done it. And I want to say a massive thank you again. The beginning of the stream, we had an influx. Hello, Julie. We had an influx of super chats because I've just become monetized on this channel. So again, I want to say a massive, massive thank you to everybody who did that. That's so kind. Excuse me. We'll do a couple more stories. How long have I been on now? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, again, massive, massive thank you. So kind. Thank you, guys. What else we got going on? So, any of you see the bloke who swims with them? Hello, Dr. David Ball. Yeah, I've just watched the Meg 2 as well. I loved it. No, I've never heard about this before. This is what I like about the Curious News, is that you could find out anything. It's all different. But I find that really, really insane. How they went from living in the sea, they didn't just take a long time to adjust over like breeding. They just instantly adjusted. And what I find fascinating is that they were a myth as well. They can live up to 3 meters long. The sharks were likely juveniles when they found themselves stranded, but eventually they've grown up to 3 meters. 3 meters. Their feeding habits were not scrutinised, but it is likely the species that were also introduced to the pond during events such as flathead grey mullet and all these other fish as being their food, and some yellowfin bream. If sharks can get the food they need, being in these low salinity environments, there's no salt, can be super beneficial because there are fewer predators. So I just find that really interesting. The sharks were last seen in 2015. So it looks like they've gone again. Another flood in 2013 may have allowed some of the sharks to escape back into the river, though the paper's authors think that some may have simply died and sank. One carcass was recovered by golf course staff while the sharks were still active in the pond. The pond appears to be devoid of sharks now. The strange episode illustrates the adaptability of these primeval predators and their tolerance of freshwater environments. So for now, they've gone. But I suppose, does anybody want to really find out? Does anybody want to actually go in there and just see? Because I'm sure if you had a little dip, if there is any in there, they'd come and say hello. Are they though, Terry Knowles? They're not. Well, they're not. They're not. Pikes are just. I think they're part of the carp family, aren't they? I think. So we'll do a couple more stories. We're just going to have a quick look and see what else is going on. I'll be back with you in one moment. Right, okay. I'm just having a quick look at some more news. So what's this one? A metal detector in the UK has found 2 rare Roman swords. Can you imagine though? From 1800 years ago, were discovered by a UK metal detectorist. It says here, this was found in the North Cotswolds, so in the Midlands. Greg Manning found the artifacts in March. Can you imagine that, though? Because apparently, I'm told there's certain laws with metal detecting, right? And I might be wrong, but you guys, I'm sure, will put me right if I am. And if you find something with significant historical importance, that you have to hand them over. But they usually give you some money for it. But I don't think they have to. I don't know how true that is. But the thing is, right, what is the incentive to hand it over then? Do you know what I mean? Like, you might as well just hide it. Or you could sell it on the black market. Can we just check that that's Cindy? Can someone just let me know if that's Cindy? But can you imagine that though? It says here, archaeologists, determined that due to their long, straight edge blades, that these were spather swords, a type of weapon that was commonly used to cavalry officers riding on horseback during the Roman Empire. Remember, they came over here and took over the British Isles between the 1st and 3rd century AD. It says that based on the style of the newfound swords, they date to the late 2nd century. Wow. Wow, that's insane. So that was found here in the UK. So I think this is going to show us the swords.
The 2 swords were discovered with their fitments. So there were chapes. The swords were inside their scabbards, although the wood has not survived, particularly intact, although there are remnants of the scabbards there. The question is, and the mystery is, why were those swords buried in the north of the Cotswolds? What were they doing there? And how are we going to find out any more about the swords after they've been lifted out of the ground? Professor Simon James from Leicester University came over earlier this year to appraise the swords. He dates the swords to the late 2nd century and said that the swords may have been used not only by cavalrymen, but also by civilians, right the way through to the end of the Roman Empire. Later in the year, we hope that archaeologists will attend the site in the North Cotswolds to undertake an excavation, a rescue excavation, to tell us a little bit more about the finds.
So they've not even got them out yet then, by the looks of it. So that picture of them, I don't know if that was a different set. But that's another really interesting thing. Me and Jack really got into metal detecting. We bought him a metal detector last year and we started off doing it, but he could do with a higher, we got him like a child's one, and I want to get him a higher spec one because this, where we live, there's so much history. You know, I told you before that the cross down the road is from 627 AD. That's, we live in a Roman burial ground. There's Roman soldiers have been found where we live. So there's going to be so much to do round here. So there you go. Right, I'm just having a quick look to see what else is going on. So I'm hoping that Jacques will get back into it again. Just seeing anything else going on here before we move on. Right, just give me a sec. Again, I hope you're enjoying it. If you're enjoying the show, the curious news, different news from around the world. If you enjoy it, then please hit the like button or the dislike if you don't. Right. Right, we're going to come off that now and we're going to go back onto some of the stories that I had planned. I was just checking out that channel to see if anything else was going on. Right, okay. Now on to another UFO type story, because, you know, there's all different stories on here that you don't know what you're going to get, do you? We've got 127 people watching. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's here and has been here throughout. I really appreciate you. So a lad has called 911 over his garden UFO. Let me just grab something. Hang on a minute. I've dropped something. Hold on. This reminds me of Gary. Do you remember Gary? And he was telling us his story. And then Paz fell asleep. Sympathy Cliff, I think you were there. Hello, Jeffrey. Hello, April. It's tomorrow night. Oh, thank you, Katie and Rebecca. You guys are awesome. So this dude, he rang 911 and said the aliens were in my garden. He's now broke his silence. But this guy, Gary, right? Oh, Rose, love. Gary, did you? Bless him. We were laughing with him, not at him. Excuse me. He's already told it once a long time before that. And I says, come back on and tell your story again. A lot of people haven't heard it. And Paz was up as well. We're co-hosting. And bless him, Gary, he likes to go into detail. Now, some people go into a lot of detail and telling the story, which is fine. But Gary was going into that much detail. He was telling us what time it was, what time he went. Before it happened, he went to go to the shop. He went to the shop. He bought bread and milk. Then he walked, and he's telling us all this stuff. And we're like, but you said that there was a UFO part in your back garden. That's what we want to hear about. And he was just going on. And in the end, Paz fell asleep. Paz was listening and he was messaging me going, oh, yeah, Blackjack, he was there. Paz was messaging me saying, is he ever going to get to this? And I was going, I think so. Yeah, just bear with him, be patient. And next thing you know, Underbelly was up as well. And all of a sudden, Gary's finally getting to the part where he sees the UFO. And we're talking half an hour later and we hear, oh my God, it was so funny. It was so funny. Yeah, he is the loudest snorer in human history. Actually, no, my husband is. But yeah. But, you know, Gary was a nice guy. Anyway, we were all pitting ourselves. And unfortunately, Gary got a little bit offended. excuse me, and he's gone now. Gary, if you ever hear this, please come back, mate. All right. We know that you take your time, but it doesn't mean that we don't want you here. And it was funny, you know, if we can't laugh at ourselves, guys, then we can't laugh at anything, can we really? So anyway, this story reminds me of Gary. The Wonder remembers it. Okay, so we're going to get into this story now. I'm taking it isn't Gary because it says a lad. Now, Gary, I think, was in his 40s or 50s. Angel Kenmore and his family, there's a man called Angel, that's interesting, stand by their claims that they seen 10-foot aliens with teeth and antennas in their garden on the same night police saw a green light falling from the sky. So it reads on. I think the video is there, but we'll refresh it in a minute. Apparently, Angel frantically called 911 shortly after midnight on May the 1st. This was when there was UFO sightings in Las Vegas. I remember when he and his family allegedly saw a bright light from their LA home before discovering huge creatures that were 100% not human in their garden. While many claims of alien sightings are often brushed off as hoaxes, the 16-year-old story drew attention when a local copper revealed he'd witnessed something very strange too. Body cam footage released by the LA police from the same night show a green light flashing through the sky near Angel's home.
About it at all.
Just
I'm actually a journalist.
shut up.
Rather than a
Sorry. Where am I now? There he is. There's Angel. Police initially dismissed the object as a shooting star, but I suppose once they heard this story, they thought again. But then 40 minutes later, Angel made his panic call to 911 to report 2 aliens in his backyard. They're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 foot, 10 foot. They look like aliens. But what does an alien look like? Big eyes. They have big eyes. Like, I can't explain. Big mouth, shiny eyes. They're not human. They're not 100% not human. He could be heard yelling to the dispatcher. I wonder if we'll get to hear the call. Now, this was body cam footage of that night. We've got the date there, look, the 1st of May. If it was the 1st of April, I wouldn't believe this. And you can clearly see there a green light in the sky. Speaking to Inside Edition, the family said they were still haunted by whatever was lurking in their backyard. As they explained what happened, Angel confirmed that he'd been outside working on his truck in his 16 when he saw a light and heard a noise. He took the news outlet to the exact spot he'd been standing at, pointing in front of him as he told them, "From here, I saw the light falling right here." The teen revealed he was paralyzed with fear after spotting 2 creatures, and his mom, dad, and brother backed up his claim, saying he'd seen them too. So there's the picture that the family drew of the aliens. So this is an artist impression, guys, of what was seen that night. It looks like a pretty standard ET. I'm not sure what this is. Is this a spider friend, or does he have some sort of sidekick? I'm not sure what this is, but here we go. So we have the grey looking head with the big beady eyes, the dangly arms, got a broken leg there. You know, he's crash landed. Okay. The family each drew a picture with Angel's dad describing the beings as not human but green grey, as well as antennae. But where's the antennae on this picture? Right. So they're all drawing different pictures, which is making me rather suspicious. Angel revealed one of the creatures had a light beside him and that one of the legs was bent. So, okay, so that's a light that glows and follows him, and he's got a bent leg. He could be broken from the crash. Angel and his family told the story to 2 officers who responded to the 911 call, and they were left terrified by the incident too. One of the cops could then be heard telling the family that he believed their claims because his colleague had also witnessed the crash. He said, I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out the sky too. So that's why I'm kind of curious. But by the time they'd arrived, the enormous beings appeared to have vanished, and the creeped out officers joked with the family not to call them again. If those beings come back, don't call us, deal with it yourself. The officer's interview comes after Angel uploaded a video to YouTube recalling the UFO crash. So this is an interesting story because we've got you've got a very silly picture, but we've also got police that's seen the light and caught the light on camera. So I'm going to see now if I can find the video. So just bear with me. Just refresh this. Okay. This is I think this is on my channel. This isn't from that night, but this is UFOs filmed over Vegas. I'm pretty certain that this is on my channel. There's a lot being filmed there. Remember the Phoenix Lights? That's all in that area. So this isn't that, but this is in that area they've been filmed. I'm not quite sure where this guy's, if we can find. Be good if we could get the call, wouldn't it? Just click on that. Hang on a minute. Yeah, so we've okay, I found the original story. Right, I've got some footage here. Hold on. Oh, someone just sent a super chat. I didn't see it. Oh my God, what a horrible person. Hang on a minute. Let me just pause this. I'm a horrible person. Who was that? Ah, sorry guys. I wasn't there. I was on that. Mima. Oh, darling. Oh, thank you. I wasn't looking at the chat, sweetheart. I was looking at that article. Oh. Oh, it'd be hopefully we could have it on this channel right now if I wanted, but I'm gonna wait and see if we can get it on the other one. I feel horrible. Okay, we think we've got the video here, folks. So this is, I think, the body cam footage of when the police attended.
My dad and my brother were working at a truck.
Look at that, look at that. You see that? Did you see that? This is body cam footage of when the police were attending. I think it was before they crashed. They were attending something. Look at this again. Let's just slow this down, folks. Damn it, we can't. Can make it clearer, but we can't slow it down. Damn it. See? So they seen it land.
My dad and my brother were working at a truck in our backyard.
No, so that is the actual footage. So body cam footage from cops show in Las Vegas captured a suspected UFO appearing to crash, but then shortly before reports of non-human beings. So that must have been before. An eerie incident in April saw cops capture a green UFO streaking across the sky. That was before the call. Wow, that's insane. I find that really interesting. That article, though the picture looks really silly, it has a lot going for it, doesn't it? If you know what I mean. It has a lot going for it because it's got police officers and footage. Really interesting. I'd like to hear the audio of the call, but it's one of the comments. Listen to this. Where's the comments gone now? Why are extraterrestrial aliens only interested in making first contact with misfits? That's the larger question, and I believe the government knows but isn't saying. None of the family own a smartphone, or they could have taken a photo. That is a very, very good point. They're relying on, body cam footage. Yeah. Anyway, Right, I think we'll do one more. Thank you again to Mima. I really, really, really appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed the stream. We'll try and go with something silly, though to be fair, this whole show is kind of silly, isn't it? Right. What's this? Yeah, we have had that tree cut down. I'm not going to cover it on this channel because it's about a tree and it's not really curious, but it's still horrific that these idiots have cut down this sycamore tree that was in Robin Hood, and it is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years old. And they have some little bastards have cut it down. And this is what really, really, really pisses me off now, is that the kids of today, and I sound like an old moaner, but they have changed. And I said to Al, it's because it's purely because there's no discipline. If you were caught being naughty, one of your neighbours will give you a smack round the head. Now, you know, you do that, and you the mother would blame you. It just really frustrates me. And it's sickening because nothing they can do to that kid will ever be able to bring that tree back. That tree has been grown for hundreds of years. Right, let's just see what else is going on in the world. Some bizarre news. Just seeing if there's anything weird going on. Now there's a lot of stuff that I'm finding, but a lot of it we've also covered in the last episodes. So just bear with me. Oh, let me know if you still want the excuse me. Let me know, guys, if you're interested in me doing a CERN show as well. I know that a lot of you do, but you know, is it something that would interest you? And the thing is, if you already know about it, then is it going to interest you still? Is it worth refreshing your memory, sort of thing? You know, that's the thing, isn't it? I'm just seeing what else is going on, because I love learning about it. Even if I know something, I like to learn about it again. Right, I found a weird story. Let me just, well, there's loads of weird stories. One that we haven't heard. Oh, right, let's do chat. Smiley, concern. She's on a tablet. Who's on a tablet? Do we need PayPal? I don't have it. What for, darling? Not to super chat you. Has someone super chatted? Have I missed another one? No, Mima was the last one. Oh. Tonight, we've had David Wellings, Gemma, Space Cat, Heidi, Mary, Vicky, Bev, Bevla, Gail, Jane, Smiley, Alan Edge, Bridget, and Mima. Bridget, I missed yours as well. I didn't even see it, darling, because when I'm on these shows, I'm not on the screen. Well, thank you so much, everybody. UFO lockdowns. But yeah, if you want to support us, you can. Again, I don't take it for me. Like, this is just a hobby. This isn't a business. This isn't like a, you know, some YouTubers do this as a living. It's just a hobby. I covered that yesterday on my other show, Dr. David Bull. This is a curious news show. I covered it on my regular news show. This is all what they call curious news, weird stuff. You've been with me for long enough, mate. But I visited the Gallery of Justice in Nottingham. What was a ghost hunt? Oh, well, thank you. But again, this isn't. I know Gemma was saying yesterday that she wants to make it a living, which that is really brave of her to do. She wants to do this as like a full-time thing, but you know, with me, it's just a hobby. It's always been a hobby. YouTube has, you know, I don't want any money from it, but people do like to donate. They like to show appreciation, and it's really kind. So I spend it on the animals, or you can treat the animals. Don't treat me. You know, I'm not being ungrateful, but I'm not worthy of anything. I'm just doing this as a hobby. Okay. Mystery as naked wolf man is spotted in mountains holding a spear. This is a bit of a weird one. Hikers have apparently caught an image of the supposed wolf man who lives wild in Germany with a picture of a mysterious naked man holding a spear. A pair of hikers was walking through the mountains on Tuesday in the end of August and spotted what looked like a man armed with a spear. So apparently he's a legend, this wolf man. And when he reached the sandy caves, we saw the wolf man. So I think he might be, I don't know if he's like a reject and he's got too much hair and they've, you know, society's rejected him. I don't know. He wouldn't take his eyes off us. He looked dirty, like a Stone Age man from a history book. This is not the first time there has been suspicions of a hermit wolf man living in the wild near Blackenberg. For about the past 5 years, there's been reports of sightings of a mysterious man, and the emergency services say have had in the past found evidence of someone living out there, including sites where someone had lit a fire and made shelter out of branches. So if you're in Germany, then, you know, it's definitely worth being careful of these mountains, because you might end up seeing this thing here. Now, talking about wolves, we were seeing that dog the other day, about the man that's turned into a dog. Well, last year we covered this man who has turned himself into a wolf. A Japanese man decided that he wanted to live as a wolf. He could take it on and off, but these suits, they're not just something you buy on Amazon. They're like made for the person. They cost thousands and thousands of pounds. And this man wanted to be a wolf, you know, as you do. And now he said he spent 19 grand to become a wolf. He no longer feels human. Now, genuinely, right, if you've seen that, you like, fair enough, that's standing up, but you wouldn't even know, would you, that wasn't a wolf. A Japanese man who went viral in his wolf costume has unmasked himself, saying that it makes him feel no longer human. Then we had this one as well. So we had the wolf man, and then we had the lassie man. He's a highway engineer from Tokyo, spent a whopping 3 million yen, nearly 19 grand, on the custom-made costume to fulfill his childhood dream of transforming into the furry predator. The 32-year-old had previously but since spoken out about how he enjoys life in the costume. You wouldn't know, would you? I'm free of human companionship, he says. I'm not surprised you haven't got anyone, to be honest. But now he's decided that he no longer feels human after living as a wolf. The costume took more than 50 days to complete, and he said he was amazed. Now, we covered this last year because there was a bit of a craze going on in Japan where men, it was usually men, were having these really expensive dog and wolf suits made. And the other guy we covered last week was the one that looked like Lassie. Now, Toko is taking his dog out for a walk. So this is another one in Japan, another crazy. And he's going to we've got PlayStation this time, so there's no whoppers. Honestly, I'm so tired. I'm going to sleep soon. Right.
PlayStation.
Here we go. So there's this other guy. He's turned into a dog. And again, these are not like little suits you buy from Amazon. These are thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds, custom made, and you live like an animal. You walk on all fours. His owner is taking him for a walk. Just imagine if you're going to the park and you see this thing. Would you even from a distance? You wouldn't bat an eye, would you? How'd you go to the toilet? It's the most bizarre. There is no query with them folk, guys. This is just, I think people need to get out more. Yeah, oh dear. People need to get out more, and people need more human interaction. I think that some people genuinely need help. Imagine forgetting him and getting him tied up. Yeah, exactly. The world has gone bonkers, Bridget, which is why we need this bonkers news. We need the curious news to because everything's just gone insane. And I feel like when I'm covering the regular news, that feels like that was what the curious news used to be like. Oh, really, Jane? Oh, I'm sorry, darling, again. Hang on, sorry. Oh, Jenna. Oh, thank you, darling. Oh, thank you so much. What links do you want me to do? Sorry. No, I can't because I can't click on it on my laptop. Hello, Debs. Hello, Mr. Flynn. Right, he's getting out for walkies. You couldn't make this shit up, could you? You really could not get this. You couldn't make this shit up. Right then. I'm gonna go now. We've gone over 100 likes. So I want to say a massive thank you. What else have we got going on? Oh, Russell Brand's uploaded 2 videos. Gemma said she might go live tonight. Okay. Right then, guys, I'm going to go. We've been going for over 2 hours and it's gone 10 now. So, thank you, Jenna. I feel more normal after seeing that. So I've had no dinner, no sleep. So yeah, exactly, Blackjack. There's no option where you can see. There's a new option. I think that's because I don't know if that's because you're a managing moderator though. Hello, Nanny, my love. Hello, Danielle. I don't know if that's maybe it isn't. Don't know. I'll have to turn gifting on as well. I don't even know if I've got gifting on. And I've got memberships, have I? If I don't get memberships back on the other one, I'll put it on this one. Excuse me. You have to click on the little cog. Right then. Thank you again, everyone. All you curious lookers, curious watchers, curious news. I don't know what we can call you. Anyway, you lot. The dog poos. Yeah, very bizarre. Thank you, everybody. I think you're all amazing balls. I really appreciate you. Thank you to our moderators. I'm slowly giving back wrenches. If you haven't got one, give me a chance. Oh, thank you, Em. I can see this one because I'm not on the... Oh, thank you, darling. That's so kind. Thank you so much. When you see something up on the screen, which means I'm on a different screen, you know, when I've got something in the background, when it's just me talking, it means I'm back and I can see the chat. So thank you so much, guys. Hello, Axel. Let me give you a wrench. Hang on. How are you doing, my friend? Thank you. I really appreciate you. Yeah, we're going to be doing these at least once a week. So, you know, different, interesting news stories. Could be about anything as long as it's weird and bizarre. You know, and tonight it's been very, very mixed, hasn't it? We've gone from sharks living in a pond in a golf course to time travelers to a CERN and it's antimatter. Gosh, there's just been aliens in back gardens. My 5th job tomorrow. 5th in one go? What do you mean by 5th job? Are you okay, Danielle, love? Yeah, we don't like the drama. They try and rope me in, though, but it will never happen. Thank you, Smiley. I really appreciate you. Yeah, it's been, yeah, sharks to spiders and everything in between. Thank you to Jane, as always, for being just amazing. She keeps the chat running smoothly as well. She's amazing, honestly. She really helps. And thank you to our super duper chatters, and just thank you to everyone just for being awesome. Right, guys, I'm going to go. Tomorrow night, I'm probably going to be going to the Northern Lights. I'll be filming if I get chance. I'll try and stream if I can get the signal. I'll do a live stream, but I want to make sure I film it as well. So, right, take care. Probably be again a delay. Yeah, there is going to be a panorama on Monday, and we don't know what it's about. I think this is going to be Russell Brand. I think this is going to be, right, you know, the injunction, and it got stopped. Oh, have you, Danielle? You know the injunction that got stopped. I think that because of what Channel 4 and Dispatches have done, that the BBC have got their injunction stopped, and we're now going to see if it's right. If Monday is about Russell Brand, then that proves that that injunction that I've been talking about on the other channel was always about Russell Brand. If it's not about Russell Brand, then that injunction who is about whoever it's going to be on Monday. We'll find out. What I'll probably do on Monday is go live and we'll find out together. Depopulation through forced vaccinations. Hello, how are you doing? Paul in Brazil, good to see you. And we keep going. Right, take care, guys. Lots of love. God bless. And just be nice to each other. And if you don't want to be nice, if you don't like someone, just ignore them. I don't get this watching people and trolling people, making videos on people who aren't even talking about you. And they're not doing anything wrong. We don't care about them. We're just doing our own thing. Anyway, guys, lots of love. Night night.